Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday, Week 10. We have a lot of the Browns right now are trailing the Miami Dolphins 30 to 17 right now. They just scored in the fourth quarter, and I'll have all that and all the other NFL action that's been going on, the early game action. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday Week 10 trivia question. It's a Dolphins trivia question. What pro team drafted Dolphin QB Dan Marino first? I'll have the answer later in the podcast. Well, it's week 10 of the NFL. We have a lot of NFL action going on right now. The Browns are trailing the Miami Dolphins 30 to 17 right now in the fourth quarter as they just scored another touchdown. And it's at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The Browns need to impose their will on the Dolphins' offense and defense. They need to play the game the same way they played against the Bengals 2 weeks ago on October 31st, Halloween night, on Monday Night Football. They looked good in the first quarter, scoring on the first drive, going up 7-0, but then after that, in the second and third quarters, the Browns have fallen apart, and they need to not let Tyreek Hill score, and they have to keep Hill from catching the ball as well. Right now, I'm going to recap the game. First quarter, the Browns scored the first touchdown of the game. Jacoby Brissett passed short to Harrison Bryant for the 1-yard touchdown. Cade York's extra point is good, and it was 7-0 Browns. Miami scored their first touchdown of the game. Tagovailoa passed short left to Ingold for the 13-yard touchdown. Sanders' extra point was good, and it was 7-7, tied at 7. And the Browns had a fumble. They fumbled. It was 2nd and 10. It was Nick Chubb, right tackle, to the Miami for 31. The Miami 31 for 3 yards, and then Zay for a touch at Miami. Fumbles and a touch at Miami. 31 recovered by Miami. Xavier Howard, and then the Dolphins got to 4th and 6 at the Cleveland 21. Sanders' 39-yard field goal was good, and it was 10-7 Dolphins at the end of the first quarter. Then the Browns had a turnover on downs. They had a downs, and it was 4th and 3rd at the Miami 42. Jacoby Brissett pass incomplete. Short middle to Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it was recovered by Kohu and Bradley Chubb. And then Miami had the ball, but then they had a downs. And it was Wilson up the middle to the Cleveland 15 for -1 yards, and it was Grant Dilpit that caused that, and it was a 1-yard gain. And then the Browns got the ball back. They had to punt after going 3.5, 4 plays, 5 yards, and then the Dolphins scored their second touchdown of the game. Tua Tagovailoa pass short left to Sheffield for the 14-yard touchdown, and Sanders' extra point was good, and it was 17-7. And the Browns had a couple of penalties, and then they got a -1 yard at the end of the first quarter because the Brissett kneeled, and then it was 17-7 at halftime. But then in the third quarter, the Dolphins scored their third touchdown of the game. It was first attempt at the Cleveland 24. Ron Mostert, left tackle, for the 24-yard touchdown. Sanders' extra point was good, and it was 24-7. Then the Browns got in field goal range, weren't able to get in the end zone, and they it was 4th and 4 the Miami 19. Cade York 37-yard field goal was good, and it was 24-10. But then the Dolphins scored their second touchdown of the game. It was a Tua Tagovailoa pass short middle to Tyreek Hill for the 2-yard touchdown. Sanders' extra point was no good. It went wide right, and it was 30-10. But then at the end of the third quarter, the Browns scored their second touchdown of the game. Nick Chubb left end for the 33-yard touchdown. KJR's extra point was good. It was 30-17 at the end of the third quarter. And right now, it is a 1st and 10. Wilson up the middle to Miami for the 42. Miami 42 for the 2-yard gain. And right now, that's where we stand right now. But there's a lot of NFL action going on right now. And I'll go over that in the picks of the week. And right now, I've taken the Browns. My brother-in-law has taken Miami. My brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle. And I will give you the picks in just a moment. But right now, it is time to reveal the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 Week 10 and a Week 10 trivia question. What pro team drafted Dolphin QB Dan Marino first? And if you said the Kansas City Chiefs, you are correct. He was also drafted by the Generals. First player ever selected by the USFL. All right. And I feel Cleveland needs to score this quarter if they want to get the win. They need to score two touchdowns if they want to get the win. And they really need to do it quick and fast. Because right now they're down 30-17. In Buffalo right now, it's all about Buffalo as they're up on Minnesota 27-17 with 56 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And I've taken Buffalo, so is my brother-in-law. Just now, the Lions just kicked the field goal as they are now the Lions and Bears are tied at 24 at Soldier Field in Chicago with 10:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. In Kansas City, and Arrowhead Stadium in KC, it's all about the Chiefs as they're beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-10. 13:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. And the Giants and Texans. The Giants are up on the Texans 21-10. And I've got KC for that one, so it's my brother-in-law, and we both have taken Chicago. And I've taken the Giants, so it's my brother-in-law. And the Saints and Steelers. The Steelers are up 13-10. They were tied at 10, the Saints and Steelers. Now the Steelers are up 13-10 the Saints. I've taken New Orleans. My brother-in-law has taken the Steelers. And right now, and it's the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans are battling out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. It's 14-10. Tennessee with 5:14 left to go in the third. I've taken Tennessee. My brother-in-law has taken Denver. And a game that just went final this morning, and it was in London, England at Alec is at Allianz Arena, and it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the Seattle Seahawks 21-16. The Bucs go to 5-5. The Seahawks fall to 6-4. Tom Brady, Chris Goodwin, and I think it's Rashid White. They get the game balls for that game. And Seattle have to regroup for their next opponent. Late games, Indianapolis and the Raiders. And I took Tampa Bay for that one. So my brother-in-law, we won on that one. And we've both taken the Raiders for the Raiders-Colts game. It's the Rams and Cardinals at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. We've both taken the Rams. Dallas and Green Bay at legendary Lambeau Field. And we both have taken Dallas. And I have taken the San Francisco 49ers. My brother-in-law taking the Chargers for tonight's Sunday night game at Levi Stadium between the Chargers and Niners. And the Monday night game, Eagles and Commanders, Philadelphia at Washington at Philly, and we both have taken Philly. So those are the four games. Sunday night game, the Browns game, the Browns-Dolphins game, and the Steelers and the Saints, and the Chargers-49ers game. Those are the 4 games we don't agree on. So hopefully right now, but that's all the NFL action, and that's the picks for you. So we'll see how we do this week. And the Browns, they really need to score in this fourth quarter to really get the win over Miami. They need to score 2 touchdowns, or possibly 2 touchdowns and a field goal, or 3 touchdowns. So we'll see. So I just feel they need to really gang up on Tyreek Hill. So we shall see what happens in this game, but. They've so far they scored in the third quarter, but they do need to score this fourth quarter, boys. So we'll see. That's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday Week 10 update show. I'll be back with the post-game show for the early games and the late games pre-game show once all the Browns game and all the early games have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day and every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.